So the other thing is a game where there's 4 stations and a conveyor belt that runs garbage. Garbage runs along it. Plastic simulations of garbage, replicas of garbage. And you're supposed to do sorting for recycling. And there's 4 categories. I don't remember what they all are, but there's trash, there's organics, there's toxics and electronics, and I guess plastics or something.
Right.
And so as the items come by the conveyor belt, you're competing. You have a minute or something like that, 45 seconds or whatever it is, a minute and a half, against your 3 opponents.
Are they real opponents, or are they virtual opponents?
No, they're real.
They're real. Okay.
There's 4 stations, so 4 people
Oh, I see.
can
Okay,
do it.
gotcha.
And you're supposed to grab the piece, and it says for the next 30 seconds, we're only sorting for plastics, or you are. The opponents might be sorting for something. And you're supposed to only grab the plastics, and you scan it, and it registers whether it's the right or wrong thing, and then you drop it into a little hole. So first my daughter did it, and I was standing by kind of watching her, and she was confused, and I was confused. And she stunk at it, and she kept, it's like at the baseball game, there's a little garbage truck. As you do the right piece of garbage, your little garbage truck moves, and the first one to get to the end wins. Someone would always win, and she would be right somewhere right near the start. And I was getting really frustrated, and so was she. So I said, Larry, let me do it. And I couldn't figure it out either. I said, it said, you have already scanned that item. I said, what are you talking about? No, I haven't. Sometimes I'd scan, and I said, this is right. And it said, no, that's the wrong item. And I got so frustrated that these little 8-year-old kids were beating me, and my little garbage truck wasn't moving. So we walked away, but I wasn't having it. I wanted to come back.
Yeah.
So I came back to the game, and I got my station, and I didn't have my wife or my kid distracting me, and I was geared up, and I focused in, I zoned in, and when it started, I started sorting like a crazy, the world's best recycle garbage sorter. And then I put one through, and then my screen lit up and said, you won! And yes! I was so randomly happy. And the opponents were 8-year-old kids.
Yeah, where you're like, in your face.